Hey, good morning, you guys. I'm up early. I went to bed early, so I'm up early before the birds. Normally, I hear the birds singing outside of my window. They ain't even singing yet, so I got up before them. I'm having my cup of coffee. I guess it would be the night owls that's up with me right now. If there's anybody up, if not, I'm just gonna do the video, and then you all can come back and look at the video when you wake up. But I got me some good sleep last night because I went to bed early. I see one person is on. So I think what's going to have to happen is um when people wake up, they're just going to have to come back and look at the video. Okay, I see 9 people are on. When people wake up, they can just come back and look at the video. I actually wanted to, we talked about it a little bit last night on my video from last night. And we talked about the police looking for Lil Baby. And I wanted to talk about did taking out young Dolph Plummet CMG stock. Okay. I want to talk a little bit about that. And of course, I decided that I wanted to talk about that because y'all know we've been getting into talking about other things. It's because I really wanted to just put some knowledge into the atmosphere, right? As I always do. Okay. Um, I wanted to do that. Um, but of course, the police is looking for Lil Baby. Of course, the police is saying that Lil Baby went into a neighborhood and caused. He's the reason that 2 teenagers are no longer here with us. The way that they talk, because I don't know how they're going to be able to charge him. I don't know if they're saying that him going over there, he incited violence or whatever. But to me, it's also an indication that they really ready to get at him about something. He's probably got something coming down the pipeline, right? And so they're gonna mess with him a little bit. I don't know. I see that he's probably on their agenda because they kind of start to mess with you about nothing. Um, and I'm not saying that was nothing, but I'm just saying like they kind of start messing with you when you're on the agenda, right? And I was looking at in Vegas, okay? I think this was last year. He told the police to just arrest him, right? Now this was August of 2024. Okay, so it seems like he's probably been on the radar. Hey Michelle, he's probably been on the radar now for a minute. Okay, so it says rapper Lil Baby told police to just arrest him after allegedly bringing gun to Las Vegas casino strip, reports say. Lil Baby told detectives to just arrest him for the charges and let's go before he was arrested on suspicion of carrying a concealed weapon at a Las Vegas casino, according to police reports. On the evening of August 26th at 8:30 p.m., the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department was alerted to a situation involving Dominique Armani Jones, also known as rapper Lil Baby, at a casino on the Las Vegas Strip. Security reported Jones was possibly carrying a tan-colored weapon in his waistband while gambling. Security at the casino reviewed the video surveillance, which showed Jones to have had a tan-colored firearm in his inner waistband. Police said Jones reached for his firearm, placed it inside a black duffel bag, and handed it over to a man who was with Jones. The man was contacted by security, and the firearm was confiscated from the casino. Las Vegas police officials then interviewed Jones, who admitted that he knew carrying a firearm in the casino was not allowed, but had forgotten he had it with him after visiting a nightclub earlier on. Okay. So, I mean, he admitted to it. Hey, KD. Hey, accurate shooter. 2 times. Hey, exposing the truth. Yeah, I think they get ready to. I think he's on their radar, and there's no telling. Listen, whatever it is that they are at him about, my dad used to say, what they fussing about ain't what they mad about. I think it's probably something else might be going on that we don't know about, and they probably been ready to get at him. They probably been ready to get at him, because if you listen to the police chief, I'm gonna pull it back up, that was talking about him, he seemed like he was mad, right? So this probably is just a way to start getting at him, because I really don't know. Now, I'm not saying that he should not have done that, but I'm trying to figure out, what are they going to charge him with? Inciting violence or something? I don't know. Let's see. But like I said, he's definitely hold on, you all. I'm trying to figure out why every site I go on show what I've been looking at, the ads or what I just bought. I don't like that. Okay. So it says Atlanta police have linked the tragic shooting deaths of two 13-year-old boys to a wave of gang violence sparked by Lil Baby music video shoot. During a press conference on Wednesday, authorities announced the arrest of 7 suspects in connection with the deadly 2024 killings and placed direct blame on the rapper for setting off the deadly chain of events. Okay. So here are the children right here. So evidently, listen, somebody is probably snitching on Lil Baby too. Somebody probably telling on him. Okay. I'm sure some people are telling on him. It's probably some stuff going on, especially if folks, 7 people have been arrested and all of that. I'm sure people are, you know, telling on him. But these are the 2 children that unfortunately lost their life. Okay, it says police say the violence began in May 2024 when a shooting broke out at one of Lil Baby's music videos shoot, leaving 3 men wounded. Authorities believe this led to a series of retaliatory attacks between gang rivals, ultimately culminating in the shooting deaths of 13-year-old Lamont Freeman and Jacody Davis on July 2nd. The boys were celebrating Lamont's birthday at his apartment complex in the Oakland City neighborhood when they were caught in the crossfire. Jacody's younger brother DJ was also injured in the attack. Oh wow. I hate that. That these children lost their lives. Now, I'm gonna tell you what's getting ready to happen. The police is also setting it up for these families right here. Guess what? I bet you a wrongful death lawsuit or something is going to be filed next. Okay. I can guarantee you that. I can guarantee you that they're going to file a lawsuit on Lil Baby. So the police is really setting him up for the, what do they call it? The coup de grace or whatever. um, it says investigators revealed that the retaliation was ordered by a high-ranking member of a gang known as the Goodfellas. Police said this individual, who was locked up at the time, orchestrated the attack using a contraband cell phone from inside a Georgia prison. Okay, these are the 7 people that was arrested. Authorities have arrested 7 suspects in connection with the fatal shooting. What's that? Quante, Sanders, Richard Hollis, Reginald Thomas, Marcus Crawford, DeKepion, Mobley, Traydon Crawford, and Ali Cardwell. The FBI assisted in identifying the suspects, and police noted that brothers Traydon and Marcus Crawford were both involved. Oh wow. I tell you. So here's my thing. What do they plan on? As I was saying last night, what do they plan on charging Lil Baby with? Is it Is it inciting violence? Hold on, you all. That's what I want to know. What are they planning to charge him with? You all make sure y'all hit the like button also, okay? Make sure you all hit the like button. Hold on, you all.
Joining us now live in Southwest Atlanta, where that shooting. A half dozen alleged gang members are charged in the shooting deaths of two 13-year-old children and wounding an 11-year-old. Investigators say the deadly shooting of the innocent children stemmed from a bitter gang rivalry. Channel 2's Tom Regan joining us now live in Southwest Atlanta, where that shooting happened last July, Tom.
Yeah, Karen, as you can remember, the shooting of these three children shocked and
I'm gonna check it out, Clarinetta.
Atlanta police vowed to track down those responsible, and after an investigation that spanned many months and included wiretapping, they made these arrests.
These individuals that we have shown indiscriminately opened fire on that apartment complex, resulting in these three children getting injured and killed.
Police say the 7 men arrested are gang members who were in the midst of a turf rivalry when they shot and killed two 13-year-old children, including Lamont Freeman, as they celebrated his birthday July 2nd.
The overall theme of this case is grown men playing gangster that left two of our children in graves and a community in fear.
Investigators say the gang rivalry that led up to the shooting was sparked by an Atlanta-based rapper.
Decided to go over into a rival gang stronghold and shoot a music video in a place that he knew he should not have been. And in the subsequent days, we saw homicides and shootings.
We obtained the arrest warrant. It states the string of homicides started with a shooting at a Lil Baby rap video. Investigators say the gunfire that resulted in the children's deaths was a gang retaliation orchestrated by phone by someone behind bars.
There was a hit called by a high-ranking gang member on the opposite side of that opposing rapper's gang. And I'll tell you today, that gang was Goodfellas.
Some who live in the neighborhood welcome news of the arrest, but doubt it'll stop gang violence.
Shooting is not a problem. It's the people that come into the community that doesn't reside here. But I mean, it's messed up what's going on.
The Atlanta office of the FBI assisted APD in this lengthy and very complicated investigation. We're told that 5 of those who were arrested were already in jail on other charges. Live in Southwest Atlanta, Tom Regan, Channel 2 Action News.
At least on top of this, Tom Regan, thank you so much.
Okay. They said that the FBI assisted them. I don't know. I think that Lil Baby, I mean, that was stupid. Why would he go and do that? He did it. I'm sure that they have more information that they're putting out. Okay. They have more information than they're putting out, but that was just stupid of them to go over there and start popping up an apartment complex, knowing that children, not knowing who you're hitting. Children live in these complexes with their parents. And you go and pop up a complex and take out two 13-year-olds, one over there for a birthday party, one celebrating his birthday, and then hit up his 10-year-old brother. They stupid as they come. So I think what the FBI probably has had Lil Baby on the radar for a while now. Okay. He is the one with I think now what they're doing is when these rappers are using their platforms to promote violence, to incite violence, that they're gonna go after them. I guess we're gonna see them start going after Lil Baby viciously. But I'm gonna tell you something. They also set the stage for that family. Those families are gonna file a lawsuit, a wrongful death lawsuit against Lil Baby. So they're gonna try to break him down every way. They're gonna try to break him down as far as probably fighting for his freedom. The families suing him for wrongful death. So they're gonna hit him financially. Lil Baby ain't probably is not even really a millionaire. If he is, he's probably barely one. Okay. Going to court, being in jail and stuff, that's gonna start messing with him making money. Because he's not gonna be able to really do it. Okay. And then they're probably gonna, and no telling what else is going on. They're gonna start messing with his freedom. It seems like to me he is a target. But let me tell you something. These rappers and stuff put a lot of times they put these targets on their very own backs. That's what they do. They put these targets on their very own backs. Exposing the truth says when to somebody hood try and stunt on them, and them folks shoot at them, which lead to 2 kids being killed. And my thing is, why would these people? I don't know. It's just it's crazy. It is. It's crazy. I can't understand how those grown men, because they look like they're in their 30s, right, over some dumb stuff, because they're gonna try to take him down through the ringers. They are. They're gonna put him through hell. The guys that actually did it, they ain't got shit. So the families are not gonna sue them. Who are they gonna sue? They're going to sue Lil Baby. And I'm not saying that they shouldn't, because you take two children, and then you hit a 10-year-old that was in critical or whatever. I mean, that's traumatizing. Can you imagine your child, your 13-year-old child celebrating his birthday? You giving him a birthday party, and they take him out on his birthday, and somebody allow their child to go to their friend's birthday party, and he get killed? I mean, so that was just stupidity all the way across the board. I don't understand why people shoot into like buildings and houses and cars and stuff, and they can't see no damn about it. It goes to show how much of a coward that they really are. They don't want to lay on whoever their target is because they're scared to stick around and lay on them. So we'll just take anybody. And unfortunately, that's what happened. They took some babies away, and they asses need to be in jail. Okay. And so, you know, like I said, Lil Baby gonna feel the effects of this one. You know, back in August of 2024, he told the police to just take me. I wonder if he's saying that now. Okay, he's probably got to get lawyers and try and strategize, because this is a more serious situation, right? He only enjoyed 27 minutes of being 13. Oh, wow. He only enjoyed 27 minutes of being 13. Wow, that's so sad. It really is. It is so sad. Okay. So, hey. Before people get to talking about, you know, Lil Baby is a black man and he a celebrity and they try to do this, and that, those boys, those 13-year-old boys were black men. Okay, young African-American boys, and their life was snatched away from them. They was robbed of their life because of a bunch of damn fools. Okay, because of a bunch of damn fools. Future needs to be careful when he comes to 7th Street and shoot his videos. Well, so is Lil Baby signed to Future? I thought Lil Baby was signed to QC. Who is Lil Baby signed to? These dudes need to be careful anyways, because once you start making money, why are you still dissing? That's what I can't understand. Why are you still dissing? Okay, he signed to QC. You know, I haven't liked Lil Baby since Lil Baby insinuated that when Takeoff was unfortunately killed, he tried to push it back at Quavo. He said now people will know, at least now folks will know to keep their mouth closed or something like that. I didn't like that. I always felt like he was just ignorant. Okay. So they don't tell him what he's not out there doing. Matt Q says, I thought he was one of the good guy rappers. Oh, wow. But you know what's so weird? I've never really heard of a Future being involved in gang related activities. Is he? Is he? He could be, but I never heard. But then I don't follow Future like that either. Hmm. So it's gonna be interesting to see what happens next. Okay. Um. Listen. Yeah, I mean, and it's everywhere. Police say Atlanta rappers' cowardly actions led to innocent teens' birthday party murders. Oh, they really, yes, indeed, they doing a number on his career. Just having this up all over the media is really it's doing a number on his. It's gonna do a number on his career. We're gonna start seeing some lawsuits filed, and hey, um, wow. And I mean, it's on every news site. Anyways, you guys, I also real quick I wanted to talk about did taking out young Dolph Plummet CMG stock. Okay. I was gonna talk about this last night, but I wasn't in the mood because I was tired to even be talking about CMG Yo Got It in them at all because those are like energy pullers. I noticed like it's so many people are invested in what has happened and what has happened to young Dolph. You know what? It's definitely sad what they did to him, but I hopefully this is I hope even in with all of this happening, I hope that this can at some point be a reference of an eye opener for so many of the young dudes that are out there in the street and young women, right? Um, hey, I know people say, well, she ain't in the street. I'm not. Okay, I never said that I ran the street because I never have ran the street, right? Um, but Memphis is a small city, and as I said before, when this happened to Young Dolph, everybody in Memphis already knew what had happened. Okay, there were already whispers, and they was already talking about exactly where it came from. Okay, and as I said, so many times before, I've been saying for years, you know, that when this first happened, the night that it happened, when the police chief was telling everybody, if you don't have to go out, please stay into the house. That is because of all of the violence that was going on. Like there was a war going on out in the street. It was so bad that as I've said so many times before, that they shut down the whole plaza that where over there where Privé is, right? There's a Home Depot because I used to live in that area. There's a Home Depot, there's a GNC, a Fazoli's, Ross. It's a couple more little stores over there, and they had the employees. They closed it down, right? They put yellow tape around Privé as if it was some type of crime scene, okay? And now the rumor is that it was hit up, it was popped up, but y'all know everybody was out of town. It was closed, but they sent they closed the plaza down, was odd. They didn't, I guess, didn't want people getting hurt, So to have businesses to close down early and send their employees home, that very rarely happens. It had to have been a reason, right? And so since that we see how people are extremely fascinated with this young Dolph situation, and I don't think it's by chance that people are so fascinated, because there have been other rappers and stuff to lose their life, and people talk about it for a couple days, and then they're right back talking about young Dolph case, right? Now I'm not crazy. I understand that talking about young Dolph brings in numbers, it brings in views. People are able to you can make it into somewhat of a mystery, when the fact of the matter is the people that live in the city of Memphis, it was never a mystery, right? They just didn't talk about it. They already knew. And I was in my members the other day, so I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of something that I had put into my members, because I'm gonna put some more stuff into my members, because y'all know I keep my members laced up, right? But I was having a conversation. I was leaving 201 Popular. I had to go to court down there about 2 weeks ago. Well, I have to go to court down there every day, just to be honest, almost. And so I ended up running into someone that I had worked with at the sheriff's office, and she and I started talking, because I had not seen her in a while. And so this particular person has always been extremely tight with Straight Drop's family, okay? And and you could tell the way she talked, because she knew them when they were children, when they were, when the mother was pregnant with them, because that's how tight she had been with his mom. And she was talking about how those kids were always gorgeous, like beautiful children. The all of her kids were, his mother's kids were very beautiful children. I'm talking about, from the brother to the sister to him. But anyway, to make a long story short, okay, she was talking about how he says, didn't Lil Baby sign CMG? I don't know if Lil Baby signed CMG or not. Are you saying didn't Lil Baby sign with CMG? I've never heard that Lil Baby signed with CMG. I never heard that Lil Baby signed with CMG. I don't know, but I haven't heard that. Has anybody else heard that Lil Baby signed with CMG? I've never heard that. Too Pretty Miss Kitty said he dealt with them. I don't know. I never heard. I don't know. He could have dealt with them 5% according to ESTG. 5%. Yeah, I never heard that. I never heard that Lil Baby was signed to CMG. Dorian says out of Georgia. When you say out of Georgia, what you mean? It says I hear of a percentage, but that's over. I hear of a percentage, but that's over. Oh, so he's okay. No Cheating says he has artists on. He signed. Oh, he has artists on the same label. Hmm. Our Google. Okay. Oh wow. Well, I tell you, they split artists like 42 Doug. They have contracts. Wow, they getting these artists caught up in contracts like that. It's a wonder That's why you see them out there still in the street, because they ain't making no money. I mean, they really are not making any money. These contracts, they so tied up in these 360 deals that it is ridiculous. Oh wow. That's why they still out in the street. I really don't understand. Why would you get into rapping? Is it just for the fame? Just to be able to wear some borrowed jewelry? Because they still have jewelry bills and all of that. Y'all just stop the cat. We all know it's not a secret, but no one they signing. I'm just saying. So anyways, when we was talking, me and the young lady was talking. She was talking about how she, really hate that had happened with Straight Drop in them and all of that. And so when it hit the news, this lady was saying everybody in Orange Mound, every single body in Orange. Now I'm getting ready. I put it in my members. They steal out of my members. I'm gonna give them some more stuff because they steal everything I say. It's cool though. And so everybody in Orange Mound started calling each other when they put the clip on the news of the shooters being outside of the cookie shop. Everybody started calling each other saying, "Did you see? That's Justin. Did you see that? You see what happened up there at the cookie shop? Y'all see Justin and them went out there." She said everybody in Orange Mound started, especially the older people, and then they started calling his mother, saying, "What's going on? We saw you." They knew while everybody was on the internet capping, they knew who it was. Amongst their community, so there was no way that they was ever gonna get away with it. And she said she felt so bad for his mother because they all loved his mom. He grew up in Orange Mound. Okay. Too Pretty Kid, Miss Kitty says, I really would be scared to go to Memphis, and that was on my bucket list. Memphis is beautiful. I think that and that came from a fucking sheriff's officer. So there was no way that they was ever gonna get away with it. Okay. Yeah, every hood knows hood business. Castelia is like right around. It's down and on around. It's about 4 minutes from Orange Mound. I mean, they're really just right there together. Only a street. It's only a street that separates Orange Mound and Castelia. Who in here from Memphis? Is it Airways? I want to say it's another street that separates them. Somebody help me out. Because when you go and you curve, does Park curve? And it turns into something else? Who in here from Memphis? Help me out. That knows that area. Somebody help me. Kawana, I mean Michelle, okay, so what street separates Castelia and Orange Mound? Is it Airways? But when you go down Park and you go down, you go down, and then you go around that curve, then it's not Park anymore. That's when you're going into Castelia. That's when you're going into Castelia. Once you go down Park, once it curves, it's no longer Park. So it's okay. Lamar. That's Lashenda. That's what it is. Lamar. It's Lamar. It's Lamar. Okay, it's Lamar. Cause y'all know Castelia, it's like Airways sits in. I mean, it's like Orange Mound sits in the backyard, really, of Castelia. When I get to the park, I consider myself going into South Memphis. Yeah. Yeah, I do know that Orange Mound would be considered like Southeast Memphis. That's why they call it the Southeast Precinct. Although you got some, because when you're going back up towards Highland, that's going to the eastern part of it. That would be the eastern part of it. And then going back towards Castelia would be the southern part of it, around Airways. Yeah, Lamar goes up under that underpass. Okay, yeah, you're right. You go down Park, you go up under that underpass, it turns into Lamar. Okay. So, listen, with them being right there together, I'm pretty sure because that's where Young Dolph's people were in in Castelia, So I'm sure that they had heard it too. Like those two neighborhoods are right there together. But definitely because Straight Drop had grown up in Orange Mound and everybody in Orange Mound knew his mother. They knew him from a baby. I'm telling you what I was told 2 weeks ago. They said they started calling each other when that video was released. She said I was so hurt. I knew Justin and them since they was babies. His mother, I'm not gonna say his mom's name. People probably already know, but I don't like to put people's mothers' names out. Everybody knew his mom, and we started calling each other saying, "Did y'all see Justin and them? They on the news. Y'all see what happened up there? They killed Young Dolph." And they said they immediately people started calling his mama to see what was going on, which was just, and which is just sad because it's not his mother's fault. You know what I mean? I think instinctively, when you know somebody and you start calling, you in a neighborhood, especially like that, you start calling. It's sad. I tell you, I hate that. I do. Okay. To pretty Miss Kitty what says, that's so sad. I didn't know I knew a serial killer. He never act like one. So like I said, everybody basically around the Orange Mound area knew that there was him out there. Okay. They knew that it was him out there. So I can't imagine um a mother seeing her child be caught up in a very high profile case, his life, him just giving up his life because that's basically what he did. Unfortunately, he gave up his life. He took somebody else's life and then he ultimately gave up his life. But my thing is, has taking Young Dolph out, did taking Young Dolph out plummet CMG stock? It would seem to me that it did, because even when it seems like when they go in these neighborhoods and they sign people, and nothing against the people that signed at all, it seemed like it just don't hit the same, right? It hits differently, um, because now what happens is people, even though they may be proud for the artist, you hear too many people talk about people getting smarter as it relates to being tied up in these 360 deals. um it just don't hit the same. It just don't, um so it seems to me that it has, as big of an artist as Glorilla is, normally when you hear of a big artist, right, um when you hear of a big artist, and I would assume and I would hope that that Glorilla's success is not, I guess, manufactured or engineered or whatever. I hope that it is organic, meaning I really hope that she hit like that. Okay. We know that she's had some songs that have been extremely well. She's a Memphian. I do want to see Glorilla do well. But what I'm saying is we understand that artists, CEOs can pay for things to make it seem like their artists are big, right? They can pay for awards, they pay for billboards, they pay for all of this promotion. They put millions of dollars into them so that they can fake it until they make it. We know that that happens, right? So people love Glorilla. So I'm hoping that it is definitely organic. But my point is, even with Glorilla being as big of a star as she is, you know, whether it's an illusion or not, it appears that she is. It still don't hear people talk about CMG like that. You don't hear them talk about CMG like that. Oh, CMG is a big label. When you see artists that come off of other labels, they seem to talk about those CEOs like that. You see those CEOs um being interviewed. It just don't hit like that with Yo Gotti. So that's why I say you don't really hear people talking about Yo Gotti unless they're talking about affiliating him with what happened to Young Dolph. And that's not just the media associating him with that. Hell, when the trial did. So people can't get mad and say, well, the media doing this, and that. We saw everybody, millions of people looked at the trial. The prosecutors did. So if there's an issue with that, why hasn't he gone after Shelby County? Okay. He hasn't. Okay. So it does seem to me like taking out Young Dolph plummeted CMG stock. And they just have not really been able, even with the success of Glorilla, a money bag don't hit the same anymore. It just don't hit the same um as it once did. Okay. It don't. So I would have to say that it has plummeted his stock. And I know some of these young men, they sign with them because, listen, they just want an opportunity. I'm not mad at anybody for wanting an opportunity, especially when they don't really know the business. Because you hear some of these artists, and Puffy used to have it really bad about making artists say this: if you love something, you'll do it for free. Listen, I love what I do, but I'm not doing shit for free. And so you hear artists saying that even if I don't make no, it's just in my heart, I do it for free. I'm not doing nothing for free. Okay. I'm not going to. I don't know anybody that would. That is a way to financially rape an artist. Okay. Or anybody. If you love it, you do it for free. Fuck you. I'm not doing nothing for free. Hell, I need to make money. So I'm not mad at these artists because they don't really know the business. They might be in the street. Okay. They might be in the street. Right, like the Super Bowl. They might be in the street. They might have street knowledge, but these CEOs understand that they don't have any business knowledge. And so they sign with them, and the only thing that they really do is sign over all of their rights of what they might have motion. Because see, what these artists don't understand is they sit and they watch to see who's got some motion going on. Destiny, you know what? Me too. Okay. And in order for these artists to be signed, they have to have some type of traction. And I think that's why people knew, because nobody had really heard of Straight Drop. He was not even really making any traction. He had not built up like this real big audience, and they were saying he was going to be like the next thing on CMG. See, I say that because they say that in order now for CEOs to sign you, you have to have built up a big audience. They had not built up a big audience, or he had not built up a big audience. That's true, Nene. Listen, my grandma used to say, baby, every dog got a day. And then she used to say, and a hound dog got two. Mark my word. Every dog got a day, and a hound dog got two. Mark my word. And so I used to, my grandma used to say all those phrases and stuff, and I go, oh Lord, what are these old people talking about? But it hit different now, okay, since I'm older. Every dog do got a day, and if you a low down dirty dog, you're gonna have two bad days, okay? That's why some of these people can't catch a break. They can't catch a break because of the low down dirty stuff that they did. You know, young Dolph was just walking into a cookie shop. Okay. They said Yo Gotti owned 5% of the soccer team. And I don't know what liquors they own. But you're right, they don't know anything about the business. I agree. Okay. Only 5% of the soccer team. I'm just keeping it a buck. So I'm sure whenever he invested in that team. Oh, the name of their liquor is Waukesha. I never heard of a liquor called Waukesha. But see, I'm not a real liquor drinker either. I never heard of a liquor called Waukesha though. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button for me, okay? Make sure you guys hit the like button. Please like, share, and subscribe. But it seems to me that their stock have plummeted, and either born twice, day once. Oh, it's a Drink at Bags restaurant. Oh, okay. J Mira says, either you born once and dying twice, or are you born twice and dying once? Michelle says, because she said they own, but it's only 5. So no, don't own he partnership. Yeah. He probably, when he invested, he probably said that I'll invest this amount. If I invest this amount, they'll put my picture up as being an owner. They'll say my name, or I mean, they can, when they invest, they can negotiate some stuff. Will you put my picture up on the wall also showing that I'm an owner, even though I ain't getting but a 1%? I'm sorry, I don't go to Gotti's restaurant, and I don't go to Money. Yeah, I don't go to Moneybags. I don't go to that restaurant that Moneybag got his name on, because everybody knows that's not his restaurant. And I'm not mad. I'm sure he's getting some type of residual for allowing them to put his name on it. Now they said that the restaurant that he supposedly building downtown, I don't know if it's open yet, that he's got more of an ownership in that one. But everybody already knew that the restaurant out in East Memphis that has turned into a hood club or whatever now, because because there's always something going on. But hey, they okay. I go support the restaurant, okay? Go support it. I don't go up in there, okay? But go to listen. I ain't telling nobody not to go and support the restaurant, but and everybody know Moneybag name was just on the restaurant. It's not his, but that happens a lot in business. You can use my name, my brand, at that'll bring in the customers. Okay. When people shoot dice, it's up to you to put a side bet in and receive credit for the phrase. I agree. But you know what the problem is, Destiny? You know what bothers me when they go into these hoods and they get these young men. I hear people say all the time it should be up to them, and that it should be. It should be up to them to make sure they get lawyers and stuff like that. But they go into these hoods and get these talented young men because they know that they don't know anything about business. And so now they've gotten so slick. If somebody say, "Well, should I have a lawyer?" The record label would say, "Oh, the lawyer right here. Here's the lawyer." But that's their motherfucking lawyer that's sitting there at the table that has written up that janky contract. Oh, okay. I know they said I need to have a lawyer. Yeah, we got a lawyer. This is my lawyer right here, sitting right here at the table. The lawyer that they just paid to write up a contract for you to sign your life away. You're not even supposed to sign a contract that is presented to you right away. It's supposed to be sent to your lawyer to be looked over before you ever even come to the table with your lawyer. You don't just sign something in the same day that somebody give you. To negotiate and everything. You're supposed to get that contract before, but they don't do that. Okay? They don't do that. Young Dolph had money to be able to send his contract more than likely to lawyers that really know the business. Because see, what people would do is go get lawyers that don't even specialize, that are criminal defense lawyers. I knew a guy. As a matter of fact, I used to date a guy that was a rapper in Memphis. He was a rapper from years ago. And he says that he think about now, he was only 14 years old when he signed his contract. And he says that they got him a lawyer, and the lawyer that was brought to the table was AC Warden. AC Warden has never been an entertainment attorney, and he don't get me started. Okay, he's always been a criminal defense attorney. He said, and he signed his motherfucking life away because he had a lawyer there. And then who knows? AC sells out everybody. He was a pissy mayor. He was the worst mayor that Memphis ever had. So either AC helped to sell him out, or he didn't know anything. He was not an entertainment business law attorney. He only did criminal. And so that's what a lot of people don't understand. Well, I got me a lawyer here. If he ain't never did nothing but litigated, let's just say employment law, he don't know anything about entertainment contracts. They go get their damn criminal defense attorney who knows nothing about contracts. He just know about criminal defense. Okay? And we'll sell you out. Man, I get this young nigga, man, to sign his contract because, a lot of lawyers now thugs. Okay? Thugs, some of them, not all of them, thugs in suits. I get him to sign this contract, man. When you get in trouble, your artist get in trouble. You come to me, man. Let me go ahead and tell him to sign this contract. He don't know no different. That's because he don't understand the language either, because that's not what he specializes in. Okay. So it puzzles me that people wouldn't go to colleges and sponsor people who are aspiring to help put plans in place together. You know, I would think that Yo Gotti and them came from out of the hood. And I know people make their money or whatever. But I just, I can't understand. And it's not just Yo Gotti do it. It's a lot of them do it. You go and you get people just so that you can take advantage of them. I think these young men ought to be able to make some type of money off of their talent. These companies feel like they're supposed to make all of the money. Okay. They feel like they're supposed to be able to make all of the money. And I give these boys nothing. And unfortunately, it's nothing that they can do because they signed the contract. And I know better. I was doing some business with somebody, and something that changed up, and I was like, I had a conversation with the owner, and I was like, okay, so I'm gonna do it this way, and we had a conversation. I said, I'm gonna do it this way. I could have canceled the contract. I could have canceled the contract at any time. I said, I'm gonna do it this way, and he agreed. I was like, I'm gonna do it this way because there have been some changes, and then um maybe in a few months I'm gonna do it another way. He forgot the conversation that we had. And when I was telling him about the conversation, and I probably should, I got so emotional, I got mad. Smoke was coming out of my motherfucking ears. I was mad as a motherfucker, okay? Because you need to have some type of integrity. This was just the other day. He forgot, or he had selective memory, and he was like, yeah, but he kept reverting back to the contract. I said, I know what the contract says. I said, but remember, we had a conversation after I had the contract because there was a change that I was going to do it this way. And you said that you was going to change it. And then in a couple months, we're going to do it another way. He said, he kept, to let you know he a slimy bitch ass motherfucker. I get mad as fuck. He's a motherfucking slime ball. I don't do business with bitches like that. I said, but remember the conversation we had. You said normally you don't change it. You wouldn't change it, but because we had a conversation, you was going to honor that and then change it back in a couple months. But the contract that you signed, I said, this motherfucker, see, that's what I'm talking about right there. That's how they get you. No honor amongst thieves. I had a conversation with this man. He said, but regardless to the conversation that me and you had afterwards, I said, I tell you what, we're gonna cancel everything. I don't want to do none of it. How about that? Because I wasn't just bound to it. I don't want to do nothing. You better know he called me back. I said, we're gonna cancel all. I don't want to do none of it. It ain't started. I don't want to do it. I don't like dealing with slimy ass motherfuckers because I didn't need that in my life anyways. It was just something that I was gonna try. He had me fucked up. I got to think about, Lord, when I get emotional, I will do some stuff like that. Did I get emotional? And and then I thought about it, I was like, fuck him. Okay, fuck him. I ain't did nothing wrong. Fuck him. So he won't get no business. He called, are you sure you want to cancel all I'm saying was, we had a conversation afterwards because some things changed. Okay. It made me mad as hell. I can't stand somebody like that. Okay. But it seems to me, and everybody might have a difference of opinion as it relates to this, but it seems to me that their stock has plummeted. I don't think that they're going to ever be, I don't think it's going to hit the same anymore. I don't think it's going to ever hit the same again. Because of what happened to Young Dolph. I don't. It just seems like, when people mention Yo Gotti's name, it's in the same sentence. Hey, the Alabama hitter. It's in the same sentence with Young Dolph and what happened to Young Dolph. I don't believe he's going to ever be able to outrun that negative connotation. I don't think he's going to ever be able to outrun it. And I know everybody wanted to put everything on his brother, okay? But everybody already knew how that went down, how that worked too. His brother never did nothing. I mean, even though his brother was his own man, his brother was a street dude. His brother was proud of their label, of his brother's label. Everybody already knew that it was his brother's label. So I don't think that his brother would have gone and done something such as that. Okay. If he was not summoned to go and get those people, right? So I was listening to shout out to Stan G. I like Stan G. I was listening to Stan G the other day, and I think Stan G is right. Will it come down to Govan bringing up, telling the part that he knows that Yo Gotti played it in this, right? Will he? Does he know? I kind of believe that Govan knows what part that Gotti played in it, because you have to understand Govan was more of the middle person, the liaison person, right? So I think he knows the parts. The middle person normally knows the parts that everybody plays. I don't think he would be oblivious to any part that anybody played. Okay, I think he would know. Okay, so it's going to be interesting to see. Govan, as I've always said, Govan is old enough, whereas now he was wrong. Okay, because I do believe that he played some type of part in it. Is it the part that they say he played in? I don't believe that. I don't believe that he paid for the hit. I don't believe that it was his idea to go and kill Young Dolph. I never believed that. Good morning, love. I don't believe that, but as far as being the middle person to bring the two parties together, I can believe that. And I believe he did it because Govan is a street guy. He could have did it himself, but he didn't do it. Okay, so yeah, I do believe that he brought these two parties together. I do. So I'm with Stan G on that. Will he tell? I believe he knows the part. I believe that he would, because that's who they trusted. Not necessarily Straight Drop and Cornelius. They trusted Govan. Okay, I'm talking about CMG, because that's who they was more familiar with, in my opinion. Okay. So will it come down to him telling, as I was going to say, Govan is in his 40s and stuff. I mean, he's a little bit, he's got more experience than Straight Drop and them would have. So I don't think he's dumb enough to go and do what Straight Drop did. Okay. I listen, Govan ain't no damn fool. But if he gonna say something, I don't know. I don't know what he's going to do. I can't say what he's going to do because I don't know what he's going to do. That's between him, at this point, him and whoever his lawyers. But what I do know is I think it would be wise of him to think about him, you know. Anyways, I'm through with that. Anyways, you guys, when it's all said and done, I do believe that CMG stock has plummeted. And when people talk about Zoe, or I can't think of the young man's name that they just signed in Dallas, you know, I haven't really heard anything else other than maybe it's in the vlogs. Because he tend to sign people and then you don't hear anything else, right? You hear people say that Moneybag's music, and these are people that have been fans of Moneybag. It has nothing to do with Dolph. Um, it has nothing to do with Young Dolph, but you hear people talk about Moneybag's music is not the same. It don't hit the same anymore. It's just different for them. Okay, it sounds different. So he's not even as big of a star as he once was, and I don't even know if he even really made it mainstream, right? So now Glorilla would be considered mainstream, and Moneybag does not. I guess, you know, she would be considered a little bit more mainstream. You could tell that he's more behind Glorilla because he probably owns Glorilla 100%. Okay, got it hiding behind Jay-Z. Who he gonna hide behind now? Gomez had that 100K the whole time. So, like I said, it just seems like it took the stock down. Hey, I often wonder if he feels how he feels about all of this, because nothing turned out the way anybody thought that it would turn out in killing him. And people are still people around the Memphis area go, it's still so surreal. They just cannot believe that they actually went over there and killed that boy like that. It just don't even seem real. And it's been 4 years, almost 4 years. It don't seem real that they would go and do something so stupid. I mean, why? And even when you say, well, it was because of this, and that, it's still I mean, nothing would have ever been a good reason. But people could just go, but it don't make no sense. It just don't seem real. It was just so freaking unnecessary. Destiny says Glorilla's music kinda got Gotti's flow to it. I like Glorilla. I do. I like her. I want to see her do good. But I wonder now, do he feel like that? Damn, we should have just left it alone. Or maybe he doesn't. Okay. Or maybe he doesn't. But even with Glorilla being a really big star, you still don't hear people putting him or his label on a pedestal. They just kind of omit him. Okay. You don't really hear people talking about him at all, not in a positive way. So I think that CMG taking out Young Dolph definitely plummeted his stock, and it has not hit the same. Because you was hearing about, like, they was trying to get everything that Young Dolph had lined up for his artists. We saw them trying to move into that. Water deals, we started hearing Moneybag talk about the same water deal that Young Dolph had lined up for Key Glock and them, right? He immediately started talking about it, but you don't hear him talking about it no more. I think a lot of the sponsors and stuff did not want their brand connected to any of that, right? You started hearing them talk about what water deals, quite a few other things that they was going to do. None of that ever really manifested. I think it was because of this negative connotation, even before the trial, that was affiliated with this label because of what happened to Young Dolph. And I think that brands just did not really want the part of it. Yeah, Glorilla is the yeah, she is. And I hope Glorilla is getting what's due to her. I hope they really paying her what she is supposed to have. Cause here's the thing, sometimes when these people come from nothing, they making a lot of money. They might be making a lot of money, but it's not the money that they should be making, right? It's not the money that they should be making. So yeah, but I guess I guess we'll see. I guess we will see. I guess we'll see. Anyways, I had to get on here and talk about that. Right. There are plenty of people on the payroll. I had to get on here and talk about that. It seems like Lil Baby is definitely on the radar. Um, he's on the radar. Yeah, sometimes you can bring curses on your stuff when you mess with the wrong people. Hey, Chocolate. See, I could see Chocolate today, y'all. Y'all, they had her. Somebody went into my email and blocked her in the email, not in the. That's why I couldn't find her on my block list in the studio. It was in the email. I said, ain't this some shit? People could see her. I couldn't see her. But I think it's gonna be interesting when everything finally plays out, right? Everything plays out. So, hey, when everything finally plays out, you know, hey, like I said, I wish none of this had happened. I noticed that a lot of the other young men, and they may be quietly doing things, okay? Some of the other young men had they've gotten really quiet. So it do that all the time when I try to type it. Just make sure I push the like button. She said, "Yay, I'm back. I'm glad you found me." Yeah, it was they had a lot of people blocked in within the email, the Gmail block. I said, ain't this some shit? You all make sure y'all hit the like button for me. If you haven't hit the like button, please do hit the like button. Okay. Please like, share, and subscribe. Please do like, share, and subscribe. So it seemed like to me, Lil Baby, he's on the radar. Okay. And there's no telling what else Lil Baby has not been into, but I think they setting it up for his resources to be drained, because what's gonna happen is a lawyer is gonna call those family and they're gonna go after him. They're gonna take them on a contingent basis, because a lot of times people think that these families be calling lawyers. When a lot of these celebrities are involved, these lawyers be looking and they get in touch with the family and say, look here, I represent you. I do it on a contingent basis. I don't get paid until you get paid. Okay. And they start going after them. I think they're going to hold him liable because he's the one with the money to what happened to these little boys. And then the government is going to go after him. So they're going to hit him both ways like a shark. Okay, and incapacitate him. He gonna get that wrongful death lawsuit that's gonna be hitting his pocket. Then the government is gonna come after him and hit his pocket. He won't be able to tour. He's gonna be up under stress. I really wish these boys would not get themselves involved in a lot of this stuff that they get themselves involved in. It's very unnecessary. And see, it goes back to what I was saying earlier, that they get themselves involved in this stuff because they're in these 360 deals. They still out there in the street because they feel like this little money I got coming in, I'm gonna flip it. And that's what they be trying to do. So they still deal with these street dudes because they got them working the street, selling drugs and stuff for them. That's exactly what happens. That's exactly what happens. So the little lump sum that they might get sporadically from the record company, if they're getting anything from the label, they probably just make a little bit of money off of their shows. Okay. But somebody told me that the way things are set up with Glorilla, because artists used to make money off of their shows. But now a lot of the labels are putting their hands in, they got their fingers in that too. So I didn't know that he went to court today, Chocolate. I'm glad that you told me that. Let me see shit. See, I ain't been keeping up. She said, "Quit, go to court today." I ain't know that. Hold on, let me see. Y'all hit the like button for me. Thank you, Chocolate. He sure gotta go. He sure gotta be up in there. I had not even been paying attention. Good morning, Miss Cecilia. Y'all, Quet is a fan of the show. We know he a fan of the show. He probably up this morning to get ready for court, looking at the show. I sure didn't know he had to go to court today. Yes, you guys, make sure you all please like, share, and subscribe. Quit, what's going on? His brother used to come in here and chill out with us. Stanley, he was cool though. His brother was really cool. He came in, he didn't start no trouble. Whatever topic I was talking about, he engaged in the topic. And listen, I do not feel like he was trying to intimidate me or nothing. Because y'all know when I feel like somebody trying to intimidate me, I act out. It would be crazy to try to intimidate me because I act a fool when I think that you are. I don't believe that he was. He had no reason to. I think he was just hanging out in the chat. He was always cool. I promise to God. And so people wanted to jump on his back. I said, well, y'all can't do him like that just because anybody, I guess, would feel like his brother. Anybody feel like their relative, they're going to stand behind their relative. She said she remember his last time over here. He was funny too. I mean, he was cool. I ain't get mad at him for saying that he felt like his brother was innocent. I mean, who's not going to say that? He would feel like he loved his brother. He says that he's close to his brother. So, I mean, of course, quite naturally he would say that. So, I mean, he wasn't involved in anything that happened. So I didn't have any issues with Stanley at all, other than when he made my moderators mad. I have to stick behind my people, sis, especially the women. I don't like it for women to have to try and defend themselves. They didn't do something and then they're trying to defend them. I don't like when women have to try and defend themselves to men. I just don't. It's just I don't like that at all. I don't like that. Exactly, but some people really don't have nothing to do with it. Right. Right. Some people just really don't. Just like, people was talking about straight drops mama. It's not, I'm sure his mother wished that he had not did that. But that's still her child. So you can't get mad at a person for loving their child. I'm sure she wished he did not do that. Hell, I wish he had not did it. So you can't get mad and harass at these people's family members and all of that. It's just not right. The last time Stanley was on here, I asked him, was his mother, how was their mother? He said him and Orange Mountain Quay got the same mom. They're brothers. I asked him how was the mother, their mother doing. I asked was she still alive, and he said, yeah. I asked how she was doing, and he says that, she cries a lot and she's stressed out. I mean, it's not their mother's fault. You know what I mean? Like, if you ask me, their families, when nobody's mama want to see another person's, you got to be a special kind of twisted to sit up and be wishing and happy that somebody lost their child. So nobody wants to see their child go through what they get ready to go through, whether they brought it on themselves or not. And no real mother or woman sits up and gloat about somebody's child being shot up in a cookie shop like that, whether it was young Dolph or anybody. I mean, nobody, that's just evil. So I never take stuff out on people's family members, not unless they are boastful, because you could be supportive of your family members and be apologetic. Okay. And I'm going to tell y'all who I think I'm getting ready to use as a prime example. Okay. I think that Yo Gotti's sister Robin, she skates on a thin line as it relates to that. I think what Robin needs to do is Robin needs to support her brother, and that's it. Okay. Because she needs to chill. She just needs to chill out. Because you can be supportive of your brothers without doing a lot of what she does. Okay. Because she kind of involved herself in stuff that she probably shouldn't. Even if she has a disdain. See, this is what I kind of pick up from Robin. I kind of pick up that Robin has a disdain for young Dolph because of the negative attention that her brothers get. Although her brothers them did this to young Dolph. Okay, they did this. But I think she gets mad at the reaction of the people, and her mind, her attitude is, they shouldn't be talking about my brothers. Hey, young Dolph is no longer here. He shouldn't have been said. I think she's got that attitude. They going at my brothers like that, when her brothers and them, took this to another level. She sees no fault in that. Because hush, hell. Because I would probably just not say, I would say nothing. Okay. Gene Hackman dead. Oh, wow. Yeah, I would probably just say nothing. Other than, I support my brothers. Oh my God. I always liked his movies. He lived a long life. He lived to be almost 100. Or just support him quietly. But she wants to argue and throw out shots and stuff like that. Okay, I think she needs to chill out. And I'm not saying that because I'm saying somebody's gonna do anything to her. Because I would never say that. Because I mean, Robin is a woman. Nobody should be even thinking about doing anything to Robin. But what I'm saying is, she's supposedly a businesswoman. She has to understand that her business is in the exact same city, or was, okay, that young Dolph was born and raised in too, and unfortunately killed. And according to the DA, her brothers and them were responsible for it. What happened to him? Okay. His wife and dog died too. All of them died at one time, at the same time. Oh, they killed each other. What they did was they all took each other out. That's what happened. Because how he dead, and then his wife and his dog dead. They took each other out. Yeah, they decided they was gonna all go together. I mean, they said the police said no foul play was suspected. He might have been sick. He was 95 years old. His wife might have said, "I don't want to live here without you, and we're gonna take the dog too." You know, folks twisted like that. I'm leaving, and I want you to go with me, child. You go on. I'll see you later. I don't mean no harm. I love you, but you don't just get to decide that because it's your time, that it's my time too. Okay. Yeah, they took the dog. They took the dog with them. They wouldn't even let the dog give the dog a chance. They took him. And then they said, I heard she was a bookkeeper. She was giving the hitters money. Now I don't know about that, but I did break the story about 2 years ago. That shout out to Rest in Peace Young Dolph. He came into he sent me a message. Okay. And he said, Miss T, he told me to check out Cornelia's sister's page. And he said check out Cornelia's sister page and tell me what you see. Now this was 2 years ago. I'm sure that's how you started seeing, because vloggers steal shit from me and then they just recycle it and try to make it their own. But you motherfuckers done stole it from me. Okay, because I've been to originally put it out. But I did put out some stuff about Cornelia's sister and the communication with Cornelia's sister and Robin. I went over there and I looked at that page and I saw what was going on. Okay. Now I know Cornelia's sisters, and y'all go back and look at some of them old videos. I hate to recycle old stuff. She was, they communicates quite a bit, and from my understanding, well, I saw it that. Okay, I saw that, but they say that one of Cornelius' sisters is a chef, and what she is. But I think it was some type of business transactions going on as it relates to catering some stuff at some events and stuff that Privé was having. I don't know. But hey, it's been so long ago. It's on some of those old videos, or either in might be in my members. But you know, I don't know as far as paying hitmen, but I do believe, as I said before, that it was something, there was something there with that. I do believe it was something with that. But here's the thing, it didn't, it was, I guess it was asinine, because I do believe that one of the reasons that Cornelius had started getting restless. Now, I did say this the other day. Did I say this in my members? See, I be forgetting what I put in my members too. But I said it on here. I said it in my members, because y'all know the members. Y'all need to get the members. But I will say this. I do know. Remember, I did tell y'all when Cornelius had started saying that he was going to if they don't do what they're supposed to do, he's gonna start talking. And I told y'all maybe a couple weeks ago when I had a conversation with a young lady, and I told y'all that knew straight dropping them from babies. She told me that even before he started saying that to one of the persons that I knew, he was sitting in his cell by himself, and he started talking about the crime to himself. He started talking out loud. The stress and the stress had gotten to him so bad that he started talking to himself about out loud in his cell about the crime. Okay. Saying stuff like, man, we shouldn't have did that, I mean, he was having mental breakdowns. Okay. So, I mean, that's what I was told anyways. Anyways, you guys, I'm gonna have to get off of here because I gotta run. But listen, I appreciate y'all getting on with me this morning. Thank you, Chocolate, for becoming a new member. Thank you for becoming a member. I got to get off of here because I got to run. Okay, I got to get myself ready to go. I got to go to the doctor today. Says Thaddeus Matthews put the man out there like that, he might have left town. Okay, you just renewed. Okay. Thaddeus put who out there like that? Are you talking about the insurance agent? That's somebody we haven't heard about in a very long time, and that is the insurance agent. Thank you, Chocolate, for renewing your membership. He is extra quiet. Yeah, you know what? I remember looking at Thaddeus, and they asked Thaddeus. Somebody said, "Whatever happened to the insurance agent?" He said, "I don't know nothing about the insurance agent. The last I heard, him and his family had packed up and left town, and they was in hiding." I heard Thaddeus say that out of his own mouth. He said, "Last I heard, they packed up and left town, and they are in hiding." So now that's what Thaddeus said. They said Black Youngster quiet. It's interesting. I mean, he's been quiet since this situation happened. Happened to young Dolph. He tried to make a little noise, but he's been extra quiet. And I'm not saying that he's involved. Okay, I'm not saying that he's involved. Since that situation happened to the young man that unfortunately took out, that shot his brother. Now, I'm not saying that Black Youngster is involved. I'm not saying that. I don't know if he is. I'm just saying that it's weird. Okay, I'm just saying that it's weird the way he had that the young man was killed and they didn't say anything. I'm talking about the media, and it's not because they was protecting Black Youngster either. Okay, So listen, I think all of that is going to be interesting. Now, maybe, the young man has some enemies. Who's to say what happened with that? They so quiet about it. We don't know what happened. But if he was involved in that, he got to be the damnedest fool that ever walked the earth, okay? Because he ain't even cleared in this young dog stuff, and he would go and do something like that. Maybe, I don't know. I'm just saying, if he did that, that would have been, I don't know. But these folks a bunch of damn fools though. So I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. We all gonna see all of this stuff playing out together, because I don't know any more than what y'all know, okay? Anyways, you guys, I got to run, okay, because I got to get ready. I got to jump in the shower. But I want you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. If you would like to support the channel, you can support the channel via Cash App. I love you guys. I'll talk to you later.